to the center of the club. Holler at me now, come and make it pop. Let's get this started. Raise your hands for me. Yeah, from the floor to the...
Back in 2004, Simon Webb from Blue popped together a band featuring Marvin Humes from JLS and today's guest who's just about to launch his solo career. So let's catch up with former VS member Ryan Taylor.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Really good.
Good. It's great to have you here, Ryan.
Thank you.
When was the last time you did the chat?
Yeah, we're going back a while now. At least 6-7 years ago.
No.
Yeah. It's 10 years next month of the first VS single release.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to have you back on our screens,
Thank
Ryan.
you very much.
Now, we love us some retro pop here on The Vault, and we've got fond memories of VS. Is that the same for you?
Oh yeah, all good memories. To be
Yeah.
honest, I was like, when you asked me to do this interview, I was just reminiscing, watching all old interviews and thinking, wow, that was a good time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Now, how did the group get together?
Well, to be honest, I was the last member of the group. I got brought in and I was working in a bar in Yates's in South East London.
As you do.
As you do, normal barman, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And the DJ knew Marvin, he knew me. And he said, like, I know you're looking to get in a band. This guy's looking for another singer. Give him a call. So I finished my work at the end of the day, give him a call. And he said, come down to the record company. So I went down, I went to sing for them. But what was weird, actually, was they saw me that previous weekend on Pop Idol, because I had auditioned for that
Really?
months before. So anyway, I sang for them again. And I ended up signing the deal the very next day, and then in Scandinavia the day after. So it was goodbye, barman.
Yeah.
I was
See you
happy.
later, Yateses. I'm off. Now, we mentioned that Marvin from JLS was in the band too. You knew him before the band, right?
Well, no, he was the first person I knew in the band. I didn't know any of the rest of the band. In fact, I
Right.
didn't know anyone until it had been put in the link with him. Like I said, he knew someone I knew, and they kind of joined us together. So it was him that kind of brought me into the
you
band. Yeah.
And then you got closer because of...
We've always
that
been
sort of-
close. Actually, through the group, I lived with him, his mum, his dad, and his brothers.
No.
Yeah, we were in a house like at the very beginning of the
Yeah.
group for about eight months, something
Oh,
like that. I actually
wow.
stayed on his mum and dad's futon.
You became part of the Humes family.
I did for a while, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice that they brought you in.
And the Humes family's getting big now as well.
Yeah,
with
it
him and his
is.
kid.
Rochelle, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all going off right there. And now, at the time, it was publicised that Simon from Blue was your manager. So how much input did he have in your career at the time?
That question was asked over and over again because I think people thought, how is it? How is he actually? Is he
Yeah.
actually doing this? Because he was a busy guy anyway. But I've never known a guy to work and work and work and work. If he wasn't with us, he'd be on the phone to us. It was a continuous help all the time, all the time. He was very hands-on, especially the music side of it as well, because he owned his own music studios, which is where most of our album was written and recorded.
Oh, that's really cool that you had someone hands-on helping you out.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, your debut single, Love You Like Mad, reached number 7 in the UK singles chart. You were off to a great start. You must have been ecstatic at that time.
I was happy.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, I woke up, like, I was 19 or 20 by the time the single released, because we did 2 Blue tours first.
So you went on tour with Blue?
Yeah, we went on tour with Blue twice,
okay.
the first 2 years for
Right.
promotion and everything. That was probably one of the most amazing experiences, standing on Wembley Stadium, you know, performing out. That was awesome. But then Love You Like Mad released, and I remember the first time hearing it on radio, I just bought myself my new car and I felt very happy. And that, you know, sitting there and suddenly, bam, Love You Like Mad come on, and then it charted at 7. I was ecstatic.
In your car going, yeah, number 7.
In fact, I did. Windows were down. I was so cheesy, but it was so...
I can imagine you doing that. I actually can imagine you doing that.
It was cheesy, but I thought, I don't give a damn. That's it. I'm
I'm on the
enjoying
radio
this
right
moment.
now, driving this cool car.
I was
It's all
happy.
good.
Yeah.
I wanna love you like this. I wanna love you like that. I wanna be your everything tonight. I wanna love you like that.
Now, the pop world is fickle, though. Your next single, Call You Sexy, stalled at number 11.
Yeah.
Did you start to panic?
Well, no, you know what? That was a hard week, actually, because I specifically remember there was a football week going on. It
Right.
was all the football releases. Because there was, I think, maybe in the World Cup or something like that, where all the footballers come along and did their own songs. So we knew it was going to be a tough week. I was kind of happy though because we still beat 50 Cent. So for me, that was kind of cool. He was a big
That's
artist.
a big deal.
I was like, well, we still beat you. No, but
We still beat 50 Cent. It's fine.
yeah, it's fine. No, don't get me wrong. It was a bit disappointing because we would have liked to have had the second top 10 straight away, but cookie crumbles and all that, you know.
Now, we've talked about some of the good times in VS, but your debut album, All Kinds of Trouble, failed to make it into the top 100. I know, sad times, and it was all over. So, what happened?
You know what? I think there was a massive change in the pop market at that point as well. All labels were merging.
Right.
And do you know what? At that time, I didn't really look into what was happening. It was so fast. It was so on the go. You were writing, recording, touring up and down the country. And before you knew it, it was done.
Yeah.
You know, and you're not in control. So to be honest, you couldn't really argue with it. You just had to embrace every minute that you had and every fun part that you had. But it was moving fast. I think it was a bit of a shame because the album, and this isn't just because I wrote and recorded on it, it was a really good album, you know, but that's the way it goes. What can you do?
It goes sometimes.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
That's right.
Now, since the group split, did you guys stay in contact with each other or did you go your separate ways?
Well, when the group first finished, I enjoyed a much needed holiday and I took about a year's travelling.
Really?
Well, to be honest, for the 5 years we were busy. It was like, as in any pop group, even though you're not complaining because you can't really call it work. It was fun.
Fun, yeah.
But it was busy fun. So when they said, right, you've got some time now to think about what's going on, I went, okay, great. And I booked tickets and just travelled, which was a great thing to do because I was feeling like when all my other friends were doing that, I didn't get to do that. So I thought I'm going to do that. So that was good. That's what I did when I left anyway. But we still kept in touch with everyone. I mean, I pretty much speak to most of the group nearly every other week.
Really?
Even now, yeah, this long on, yeah.
What are they up to? Obviously, we know what Marvin's doing, but what about the rest of them? What are they doing?
Actually, I was at an event last week with actually Simon, Lee, obviously the management and his friend, and then Jamie as well from the group.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't know I didn't know she was coming either. It was a mutual friend as she walked in, so there's always times we pass. So Jamie now, she's actually working as a manager at a hair salon, where her other half owns the salon, so it's like a little family business going on there. Chinya, she's had a couple of little babies.
Really?
Yeah, she's married with a couple of little babies.
Wow.
I think Blimmy, he has a little baby as well. In fact, I'll tell you something that was really funny. Marvin called me up about a month and a half ago and he goes, Ryan, you're never going to guess this. And I was like, what? He was like, guess who's Blimmy's dad is? I don't know, bruv. Have a guess. I said, come on, it could be anyone. How am I going, Levi Roots! Levi Roots!
Don't lie.
Blimmy's dad's Levi Roots.
Don't lie.
I was like, what? No way.
Hilarious.
Yeah, Levi Roots. And I was watching him on his reggae sauce.
Yeah. Well, Blimmy's laughing to the bank now, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. He's
If
had
his
a little
dad's helping
baby
him
as
out.
well. Yeah, he's had a baby as well. So I think everyone's kind of moved away from the music. I think Blimmy might still be recording, but apart from that, not music orientated anyway.
Apart from you and Marvin. Well, Marvin joined JLS and went on to be a huge star. Was it hard not to be jealous of his success though?
I think envious was always there.
Yeah.
But the industry is as you've said, it's a very fickle, hard thing to be in. And anyone that works as hard as he has and succeeds as much as he has deserves to be proud of. Do you know what I mean? You can't help but be proud of someone. Yes, I would have loved to have done a lot of the things that he's been doing. But like you say, everyone has their time and I'm massively proud of him. Especially all the things he's done and now he's started getting his family and stuff. It's nice to see everything grow.
Yeah, and he's evolved into presenting as well.
Exactly. He's good at that though.
He's
I tell you what, I thought he would be good at that. Especially the radio side of it.
as well, yeah.
I thought he'd be good at the radio side. He's very smooth.
He's very smooth.
Yeah, he's like, I used to call him the Black James Bond. Serious.
If anyone could be the James Bond, he could do it.
He could definitely do that.
Definitely in a suit. I can see him do that. Now, you're hoping that 2014 will be your year to shine, Ryan Taylor.
Yes.
So tell us about your solo material.
Well, last year I recorded my first EP.
Yeah.
And I toured up and down the country just to get a feeling on what people were feeling for the music. It went down really nicely and the fan base started building. Because obviously when you're starting on your own, you are starting from scratch. People think you can, obviously there's still the old fan base there, but they're grown up. I mean, the girls that were with us at that point were 11 and 12. They're now 22-year-old nurses and nannies and you know, they've all got big adult jobs. They're not kids anymore. So you have to grow, the music has to grow. And I had to see if that would work. So it worked. So now I'm recording my second EP. I'm off to Vegas and then New York at the end of February.
Wow.
Well, I wanted to try and work with a few different producers that have worked with a good friend of mine's just had a bit of luck producing a track with Kanye West.
Wow.
Yeah, he just went out to New York 2 months and then suddenly lucky enough to get picked up. And yeah, so I'm going to go and work with him and try and polish it off. And then there was the Rich Girl video, which I recorded 4 months ago and it's been released. So I think you guys are going to play the exclusive on that.
Yep. Oh, there we go. We're going to play it at the end of this chat, so stay with us, guys. But why is it taking you so long to make a comeback into the world of pop?
I think you have to find your sound that you're comfortable with as well, because a lot of people are expecting you to come with the same stuff that you've previously been working on. And as you grow, as you get older, your style of music changes.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, the fan base changes as well. So I think I went into a lot of the writing and recording and just trying things out.
Figure out a sound
definitely.
that you're comfortable with now.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, you also turned your hand into acting. Yes. You appeared in The Bill and Silent Witness. So is that a route you plan to go down?
I've been an entertainer all my life, to be honest. Since I was 11 years old, I was in Oliver and the Palladium, and then I went...
A lot of people were in Oliver.
Well, to be honest, anyone that was entertaining as a kid, auditioned for Oliver,
really?
Gavroche, you know, all of them things. So a lot of people did stuff like that. I think...
John Lee from S Club was in there, and
in
Tom
fact,
from
John
McFly.
Lee and Tom from McFly were both my Olivers in the two groups.
No,
yes.
no.
Yes. John Lee, a guy broke his leg who played the same character as me. John Lee's, and the character name was Spider. I was Spider in the previous one.
Right.
And I went in and covered. So John Lee was Oliver, and so was Tom from McFly Oliver in the group I was in as well.
Oh my God.
It's all weird because as you grow up, you start seeing the people that you've worked with from really young.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's funny because talking to those three guys and we spoke about Oliver and then you're saying that, it's just like, oh wow, it is really, it's a small business.
Too small.
Too small sometimes. Now we're going to play your music video you mentioned earlier in just a sec. But firstly, we've got to clear up some gossip that we've heard. Really? Now the gossip is after JLS split, the rumour is that VS we're going to make a comeback now that Marvin was free. So what's the story there? Are people just making things up?
I think Simon is trying and poaching, but because Simon's always been slightly disappointed, I think, with how it went so fast.
Right.
And that goes with the rest of us because we worked hard and it went really nicely.
Yeah.
And we thought it could have done even better than it did. So Simon, especially at the event we were the other day, so, brother, what do you think about reunion? Like, no.
I bet you were like, oh, come on, Simon.
I was like, come on.
God.
And then Jamie was there and Jamie was like, come on, Simon, leave it alone. You know. But
he won't leave that alone, will he?
He's going to give it a go. He's going to give it... But listen, you never know what happens. I mean, there's no set plans, but you
just
like I
never
said, this
know.
industry could turn up and anything could happen.
Yeah. Now, loads of 90s and noughties bands are reuniting. Five, Atomic Kitten and Eternal. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. To be honest, at the beginning, I was a bit sceptical on a few of the bands, but then I wasn't fans on a few of them anyway.
Yeah.
But then I started seeing bands that are coming through. And actually, the place I went to the other day, Dane actually got up and performed. It was mutual. It was really weird. It was a party where she had mutual friends all around. So it was a christening of her baby, actually.
Okay.
Simon and Lee got up and performed, and then suddenly we're in the audience, and then Dane gets up and performs as well. So it was quite nice to see all the reunion guys coming back together on the stage, especially when you're having a few little babies.
Dane Bowers is actually part of Series 2 of the big reunion in a band called Fifth Story.
News to me. Fantastic.
I'm giving him the
Exclusive to
gossip
me.
right there. I wonder if you can guess who else is in that band with him, what other pop members?
Oh, you put me on the spot now. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't even give you an answer.
Shall I throw them out to you?
Teletubbies? I don't know. Go on, hit me with it.
Gareth Gates.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that.
Kavanagh.
Okay.
I can make you feel good.
I quite like that, though. Yeah, that was good.
Gareth Gates, Kavanagh. Who else is there? Adam Rickett.
Okay.
Kenzie from Blazing Squad.
Kenzie as well.
Yeah.
Small world, small world.
Do you know him too?
Yeah.
There we go. It's a very small world. It's a really odd mix for a band. Do you reckon it can work?
Do you know what? I wouldn't like to say what would work and what wouldn't, because sometimes I've said, how's that going to work? And they smashing it. So it could happen.
See what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously, the big reunion is a hit show for old pop acts. Would VS be tempted to make a comeback if the Doors came knocking from the big reunion guys?
It depends. Let's see. I mean, it's not like I said an initial plan, but I wouldn't never say never. That's what I'd say. But at the minute, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.